There are no bad voices, there are only bad habits. And if this sounds familiar, it's because I said it 2 weeks ago in a video when I was talking to you about our experience of hearing a voice a few times in our life, perhaps, where we're just like, oh my God, that voice is dreadful, I can't stand it, it's going right through my head, it's really piercing, it's really grating, and how the voice itself is not at fault, but the habits of use of the voice are causing an unpleasant experience for some of the hearers around the voice. And when we react to a voice like that, we're also reacting possibly to all of the baggage that has come into shaping those vocal habits. I'm S.J. Harrison, voice and performance coach, and I am here to unlock, unpack, investigate what happens with our voice, what happens with our mindset, what happens with our bodies and our breath when we're showing up for performance, and how to help my clients really start to turn some difficult cycles into some victorious ones. So today I'm going to revisit something I talked about in that video, which was to do with humming as a great basis for starting to unlock the voice. And what I'm also going to look at is placement. One of the things that goes into placement of the voice that can create a freer voice or a nasal voice or a grating voice, whatever is happening with the voice, placement plays a role. Placement also plays a role in terms of our musicality. So sometimes people will speak within maybe one note or two notes and it feels very monotonal. There's not a lot of valleys, ups and downs. Okay, I'm exaggerating that, right? But having more expressivity does require a variation of placement to express emotion, to express certain ideas. And this is done using our bony resonances. So think of your head and your chest as a cathedral or a theatre. And in these places, of course, sound is bounced off of the surfaces, soft surfaces to contain or limit echo, bony surfaces to really project that sound out to the audience. We're the same way. And where I place my voice has to do with vowel shape, and it also has to do with pitch, just as in singing, right? We're speaking on different notes. Even though singing has a much wider range of notes, we're still speaking on different notes. And those notes get bounced off of different parts of our inner head. So how do you actually explore this? With humming. So with open vowels, you can really hit those resonances, and that is something that I do with my clients and have done with my acting students many, many times in exercises. But for now, you can also start that with humming. And just playing with the sound and seeing where it resonates, okay? So for this resonance, you can actually feel it externally. You can feel the lower nasal resonance externally and the upper nasal resonance. I'm sending the sound there, sending the sound there, sending the sound there. Now, of course, I said humming, and that was an open sound. So, now if you want to open out into vowels, that's absolutely fabulous. Starting with humming and opening out into vowels on different notes, sending it round the bony resonances and seeing when you hear it here, inside, when do you hear it coming out here, when do you hear it, and intentionally you can try and send it out the top of your head in a high note, noticing. This starts to free up the voice, the vocal range, and our capacity to express. Here's to unlocking your performance power. And if you'd like to do this more on your own, please visit my website or from the link in bio, and you can access a free video series that I've created that really takes you through the 4 foundational steps of performance. See you next week.